Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Naked Audio Tutorial. This is Yong from Sgaudiohive. Okay, today we are actually going to go through how to replace a headphone jack with mic. So we have with us two sets of earpiece. These are the AKG earbuds from Samsung phones. This one particularly the USB-C version from the Note 10 Plus and above. And they are actually the same earpiece and the same mic system, just a different orientation. We are actually going to be working on this older one. This from before the Note 10. Okay, as you can see, the jack itself has some signs of oxidation, and sometimes when it's plugged in and you turn it around, there's a buzzing or cracking sound. This is one of the characteristics of the jack being oxidized. One thing you can do about it is get some alcohol wipes or even just wet wipes is sufficient. Just go and turn it and try to clean as much possible. Okay, not sure if you can see, but there is some discoloration. So one of the way we can do it is just to clean it and hope for the best. But for this particular jack, when we pull it in a certain direction, the sounds get soft or get cut off entirely. So this will require a change of jack. So for this project, we will need a few items. For the parts, we just need the DIY 4-pole 3.5 mm TRRS jack. So there are 4 poles and 4 contact points. We will need optionally we need some heatshrink. Minimally we need one for the inside, and a piece of cut up hot glue, your lighter or your hot gun. This is for the external casing. Another heatshrink. You will need cutting tools because you have to cut the wire, stripping tools, and some tweezers to make your soldering easier. Of course, we will need your soldering equipment. We will first start off by cutting off the jack itself. Since the problem is here, we will want to cut slightly above. So for both sides, we will actually need to expose the wire. I'll let you know why in a while. So we pull back the nylon sleeving. This process work for any Android earpiece. You get the wire stripper to strip the external layer. There are cotton cores within the wire also, so let's separate them. It will burn them away. Okay. As you can see from here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 wires, but there is actually 5 wires inside here. So where's the fifth wire? We have to look for it. Okay. We first look at what we can see first. There's a brown and black wire, a fully black wire, a fully brown wire, and another brown and black wire. Once we have identified the wires, we have to know that there are actually hidden wires. So let's take a look at the brown and black wire. We separate them from the rest. And let's try to untwist it. Inside, you will find another wire. This is green in color. So we'll twist the brown and black wire together for now. This step is essential because we want to get the pin out of the entire wire. So for this, next one is the black wire. This is actually insulated, so this is just one wire by itself. We look at the other black and brown wire. I will assume inside will be a red color. No, it's a black color. Okay, so we'll twist the ground. Okay, and let's look at this purely brown wire. Oh, I think the red is here. So let's untwist it. Yes, we do have the red wire. Okay, so we will just twist all the loose wire together. Okay, by logic, the all these three loose brown wires, including a brown and black, they are supposed to be twisted together. But right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 wires. We will assume that the green with the black and brown to be twisted together, this will be the left channel positive and negative. For the red is the positive and the negative. And finally, the black wire with the full brown cores. This one we assume it is the mic, but we have an additional wire here. I think this is the IC, the identification for Samsung phones, but we can verify this by doing the same here. Okay, so I'm done separating the wires. So I've bundled all the ground wires together. Anything with brown, we'll bundle them together. So right now we have a thinner black wire, a thicker black wire, red and the green. We are going to thin all of them. So prepare a solder iron. Okay, now we're done with thinning all the wires. First, we need to understand what is what on this jack. So we are looking at the TRRS. So the tip was left channel, R will be the right channel. The second R is the ground, and the sleeve is the mic. The same for the jack that we are going to solder it on to later. So right now we are going to need our tester. So this is a tester that I built with an included garbage tray. So first we clip the tester to the tip, and we'll go to each wire to see which one lights up. Okay, so it lights up when it's in contact with one of these wire here. Okay, so the green wire is the left, and we'll move on to the second, the ring, the TR, the right channel. The red is the right channel. Okay, now is ground. We are going to check if all the bundled ones are ground. I mean that's correct. And we double check if any of the other wires respond to the ground. Okay, so let's go to the sleeve. I think both of these, only one of it responded. Okay, so the extra black wire at the start, the thinner one, is not connected to any of the channels. Let's double check by clipping it there, and we'll check on the jack. Okay, so it's confirmed that that particular wire is not connected. So this is the one, we do not need it, we can cut it off. So we have all the 4 bundles of wire thinned up. Now we have to thin the connector itself. The same process, we have the soldering video available. I'll put the link up here. So just heat up the pads, the soldering pad, and just feed the solder. Shouldn't take very long. It's always easier to solder the sleeve first. So how we solder, we just put the thin wire and the thin connector, rest it on top, just tap. You can dab a bit of solder, just dab a bit of solder, and just tap. Because it's very difficult to reach, we would rather use a pair of tweezers. Okay, so I've put in the barrel, so we'll just solder it back in the sequence like just now. Black to the sleeve, green to the tip, red to the first ring, and ground to the last ring. Okay, so something like this. We will then fit all the wire down into the clamp, this part, and we'll use our Wirestripper to clamp it down. So there's a crimp built into every Wirestripper, so the front round. Okay, after crimping it, right, you can just end the project and just close out the barrel, or you can make it more secure by adding a heat shrink and a piece of hot glue. You don't need a very long piece, just about 1 cm. Slide it in. We'll put the glue inside. Okay. So in this position, we want to use a heat gun to melt and shrink the heat shrink all at once. So always at this part you can see there are glues seeping out. There's some glue seeping out here. You can use it to actually glue down the barrel. so the barrel doesn't open up. Okay, the very last step is to put in the final heat shrink. This is for aesthetics. And that's it for the whole project.